Hello, Ranger Nation. This is Josh Masonheimer sitting alongside Todd Jones. This is our first pregame of 2025. Please welcome our guest, Nate Bridges.
Good to be here tonight.
How are you, sir?
Excellent.
And then we've got Chad McClellan.
I'm ready.
Is that a little C or MC? Is that a big C?
Little C, big C.
Little C, big C. All right. Todd, what do you got for us?
Well, we got a big show here tonight. We're going to do quite a few pick'ems. Of course, the reason why we're here is the big game tonight about the Greenwood Rangers versus the Andrews Mustangs, and it's close communities, big rivalry. Last year was one heck of a game with an outcome that surprised a lot of people, and so
That's right.
you get both teams coming in trying to prove something tonight, and so we're looking forward to a heck of a ball game.
Yeah, we are. We are going to save that pick till the end. So
we'll jump right into it and
Might
get
as well.
started with tonight's picks. First pick on the docket, the Midland Lee Rebels are taking on the Lake Travis Cavaliers. Chad, you want to kick us off and get things started tonight?
Yeah, I'm taking the Cavaliers. Just they got pro talent on that team. They put Baker Mayfield in the NFL. Garrett Gilbert, long career at Texas, SMU. I don't see Lee having those type of kids, so I'm going with Hank Carter and the Lake Travis.
Man, he's throwing names out there.
I know,
like
I tell
it.
you got to be a name dropper in this world,
I
Josh.
know, yeah.
He did the homework.
Pretty historic program.
All right,
Pretty
Nate, what
easy
you
to know.
got?
Well, the old Legacy Rebels have started off a little rough this season, 0-2. I don't think that changes tonight. I think they go 0-3. Give me Lake Travis.
Legacy Rebels. I thought it went back to Lee Rebels.
It sure might
Didn't
have.
it? I think they
Says
voted,
Lee-
right?
Says Lee on the helmets now.
And listen, because they went to Lee Rebels, they're still going to lose, right?
Well, yeah.
I mean,
Just because of Lee, Cedric
yeah,
ain't walk.
I like the move, but you're going to up against number 8, Lake Travis. So Lake Travis for the win.
Midland Lee might have the toughest schedule in the nation with some of these guys that they take on in non-conference. We talked about that a little bit before we got on live, but I'm going to go with the Cavaliers also. They're just too much for the Rebels tonight. Next game we're going to look at is the Midland High Bulldogs. They're going to be taking on the Amarillo High Sandies. They're going up to Amarillo. Coach Bridges, why don't you kick us off?
Yeah, I think that's always a rough road trip. Coach Fortune does a great job with those Bulldogs. Extremely high character, runs the program well. But give me the Sandies tonight.
Yeah.
Nate, I'm with you. Midland High is just a little bit sore from 2 weeks ago when Southlake came, and I don't think they've gotten over it. Their record's 0-2. The Sandies are 2-0, so I'm going to go the Sandies as well.
Yeah, Midland High lost their soul from last year. Elijah McCoy carried that team in a lot of aspects. He's running the ball for UTEP this year. I think that's just too much to overcome. I know Coach Fortune's a good coach, but it's going to be a lot of the Sandies tonight, so I'm going to go with the Sandies also.
I'm with y'all. I think Amarillo High will roll right over the top of them. I really like that, and his kids will play hard. They're just young. So I played up in that stadium. It's not a fun place to play when they start chanting blow, sand, blow. So I'm taking the Sandies, too.
Not to mention the 4-hour road trip.
That, too.
All right, so the next game on the docket, the Permian Panthers are going to take on the Abilene High Eagles, and that's going to be in Abilene. Josh, what you got for us?
Permian's traveling about 2.5 hours to the east on this one. They are 1-1. Abilene comes in at 2-0. Because I have some family in Abilene, I'm going to go Abilene High Eagles.
Yeah, to me, Josh, this is one of the tightest games on this docket. I think you could go either way. As a matter of fact, I originally thought the Permian Panthers mojo was going to be too much, but I looked into it a little bit more. I'm going to go with Abilene High also at home.
Oh, man. Goose egg for the Permian so far. Chad, what you got, man?
Well, I'm from Abilene, so I'm obviously picking Abilene High. They're number 8 in the state, and they rolled over Cooper pretty easily last week, and Cooper has a really good football team this year. I'm going to go Abilene High, but I disagree, Todd. I think it's going to be a significant win, big.
Significant win.
21 to 28 points, big.
All right.
So
Headed east on I-20. Give me Mojo.
All right. Well, I'm glad somebody went opposite
Man, it's
of
about
us.
time.
All right. So next game, Odessa High Broncos traveling to El Paso to take on the Eastwood Troopers. So looking at that game, Odessa High struggling a little bit this year. El Paso football has gotten better over the years. They're starting to crank out some real athletes out there. And so I'm going to go with the Eastwood Troopers tonight.
Okay. What do you think, Chad?
I'm going with the Broncos, baby. I think they're well coached. They play hard. Odessa High is what Odessa High is. They have their ups and downs, but they got an alumni guy that's brought the program back to the glory days from when Quisenberry was there. And they got an alum. The glory days. There and get a big road win.
That's a blast from the past name for sure.
That's who I played for.
It sure is. That's a long road trip. You hit it on the head with El Paso football. I don't think Eastwood has a problem with this one. Give me the Troopers.
All right.
Oh, wow. Okay, I'm up last here. You know, Nate, you're the high school principal, right? I'm going to assume that you know how to spell Bronco, and I don't think there's an H in it, right? For that reason only, I'm going with El Paso for the win. I just can't handle it. It's too much.
All right. Great logic, Josh. I love it. Next game up, we have the Clyde Bulldogs taking on the Shallow Water Mustangs. Chad, I think you're up for this one.
Shallow water home's going to be too much. Clyde's kind of rebuilt that program over the last 5 or 6 years. They used to be, kind of a dominant 3A school at one point in time, but they don't have enough this year. They graduated 14 seniors last year. I just don't see them holding up, and Shallow Water's passing offense at home is going to be something they won't overcome. So give me Shallow Water.
I think Clyde has had a strong start to season, sitting 2-0. At Shallow is going to be a tough place to win tonight. Give me the Mustangs.
Man, I'm with you guys. I was thinking the same thing. You know, the record 2-0 going against Shallow Water that's 1-1. It maybe kind of makes it a little bit simpler to just kind of look at it on a face value, go with Clyde, but I think Mustangs take it.
They played Seminole hard.
They did?
They did. I'm going to go with Shallow Water also. This is going to be too much for Clyde. Next game on the docket, the Snyder Tigers are going to be taking on the Lubbock High Westerners. Coach Bridges, what you got?
Did they play last night?
Did they play last night? I'm not sure.
I think they
Well,
played.
don't look at the score. We'll just go with it.
Okay, I'm going to go with Lubbock High by 21.
I'm not sure how many points are going to go up in this game, but I'm going to say however many they are. Give me the Westerners on top.
Yeah, I was going with the Westerners as well. Home, Snyder's having to travel, so
And
however many points
I
Chad's
did
phone
have
tells.
I did have Lubbock High down here. You can see that, Josh, that I marked that.
There
I'm
we
not
go.
cheating, so I think we're all going to go with Lubbock High on that one. All right, now here's a good game
I
on the
think we
docket
did
tonight.
good.
We got it.
The Fort Stockton Panthers traveling to Pecos to take on the Eagles. Coach Bridges, what you got?
Yeah, give me the Panthers tonight. Pecos has those new beautiful facilities, but I think Fort Stockton is going to be too much.
Yeah, fantastic facilities. Both teams come into this one 1-1. However, I picked against Fort Stockton once last year, and I got humiliated. So I got to double down and go with Pecos on this one.
All right. Fort Stockton lost their legacy Hall of Fame coach this year. They lost a lot of staff. They lost some players. Pecos has got some stuff going there. They got a strong run game, and they're going to be at home. I'm going to go with the Pecos Eagles on this one, and I think they're going to pull it out at home.
There you go.
But they did lose a Hall of Fame coach, and they lost, a lot of seniors, a lot of coaching staff. And for that reason, give me Fort Stockton. They're going to play the chip on their shoulder and beat Pecos in Pecos.
All right.
Oh.
Stepping into the next game, we have Monahans at Lubbock Liberty. Josh, you want to take that one?
Yeah, this one's going to be a short one. Monahans, Kelly Green. Kelly Green is not a great color, so we're just going to go Liberty and move on.
Well, and while we're talking about misspellings, I'm going to go Lobos does not have an E in it. So to your logic, I think
that's a great point.
we should make mention of that as well.
I like that.
Okay.
For all reasons,
You're an educator for a reason, sir.
Educator first.
for all spoken and unspoken reasons, is Lubbock Liberty.
Yeah, I'll never pick Monahans beat anybody. I don't care if they're playing the Taliban, so go Lubbock Liberty.
All right, so that's going to take us up to our next to last game. We're going to have the Sweetwater Mustangs taking on the Seminole Indians. I think this would have been a great game if it would have been played last week. Sweetwater comes out of the game against us pretty banged up. They've lost a lot of key pieces. They're not expected to have them back. Seminole's on a little bit of a roll. They're pretty strong and healthy. I'm going to go with the Indians tonight against the Mustangs.
I think it's going to get ugly in Seminole tonight. I'm taking Seminole.
Okay.
Yeah, there's
Sorry, I almost said it.
That was close.
Yeah, close.
a lot of the Mustangs. Hearts went out to them. They've had some bad luck on injuries, and well wishes on those guys to get to them. They've had some bad luck on injuries, and well wishes on those guys to get healthy quickly. You always hate that for kids. Man, watch some clips of that Seminole game. Excited to see our matchup down the road. They've got a receiver that can really make some plays in there. Give me the Indians.
Yeah, I agree, Nate. I think Seminole has the best opportunity against us in district this year. But like Todd said, Seminole's pretty. So Indians for the win there.
All right, guys, that gets us to the marquee game. The Andrews Mustangs coming into Greenwood to take on the Rangers. We're going to talk a little bit about the game, and then we're going to get to picks. So Greenwood rolls into tonight's game 2-0. Andrews comes in with a 1-1. They lost to Canyon last week, but they put a whooping on Alpine the week before. You've got two different kinds of teams coming out here on offense. You've got one that's brought back the slot tee and kind of a dial it back to a little bit of old school football, and they run that out here in West Texas, and that means that the Rangers have 1 week to prepare something they're not going to see the rest of the season. So, that's definitely a benefit for Andrews.
Almost a distraction, right?
It could be, yeah, a little bit. They've got a two-headed horse back there running the ball for them. Jay-Sean DeBose is going to get the bulk load of the carries. He has 30 carries on the year. He's right about 200 yards. But Mr. Hudson there running for Andrews has over 200 yards on 15 carries. So he's kind of the spring it back when everyone's looking for DeBose, and he kind of catches it on the backside and makes something happen. Andrews not known for passing here the last couple of years, so we'll see if they put the ball in the air a little bit. But then you got you put that up against the Greenwood offense, guys, and you got an offense that's a big play offense. They spread the ball out. They try to hit their weapons with all the speed that they have and then take advantage of the offensive line towards the end of the game to wear out their opponent. So, this game is going to come down to big plays if you play disciplined football. You got two defenses that are going to bring the heat, come after it, and make something happen on the defensive side. So this has got the ingredients to be a great, great football game. You guys got anything you guys want to add to that?
I'm good. You said about everything I wanted to say.
Well, I read your notes, so I stole them.
Yeah. Well, we got some running backs too that are pretty handy. So I got are we making the picks?
Yeah, Chad, you jump
All right,
on
let's
in.
Go ahead. There's been a lot of talk back and forth between the teams. Obviously, last year the way we won, and then all the stuff that happened with baseball. And there's been some more talk this year. This is one of the best rivalries in West Texas, all divisions, I would say. Our boys are going to come in, and I think it's going to be a defensive battle the first half, and I feel like our defense is going to be lights out. And then the second half, I think we're so physical that we're just going to wear them down and give me the Rangers big tonight in front of the home crowd.
Before I get to that, let me recognize some folks in the stands. Hey, band, let's give our award-winning band a hand. We thank you guys for making the atmosphere what it is during our festivities. Great group of individuals, great group of instructors, and Ms. Ryan's leadership with that. Let me talk on our boys and my pick for the Rangers tonight. Talked with Coach Hill earlier this year, and this game and games like this for the rest of the season don't come down to a single game, but it's what's been built on and practiced on and gone through struggle for a lot of these guys, this being the third season. And so what they get to tonight in this game is not 4 quarters, but it's been 2 years of build-up to get here tonight. And so I think I would add to that inside of what I do every day, seeing our guys that are going to be making plays tonight on the field, to guys that are in support roles. They're great in the hallways. They're great students first. They're kind. They're not kind out on the football field. But they're excellent, excellent human beings, and we're proud of them. And I think not only is it the Rangers tonight, but it's the Rangers by a lot.
There you go.
All right.
Nate, I like what you said there. We have so much experience with all the sophomores that started on this team 2 years ago. 3 years of experience is going to be huge. I think that's going to be a key when it comes to implementing whatever plays they get called, offense or defense. And we've talked about it in the past. We snatched the victory out of the hands of Andrews last year, right? I mean, we were down by 3 possessions. Halfway through the third quarter, they haven't forgotten. The problem is we're going to beat them just worse this year. So Greenwood for the big win.
Yeah, this is just a big game. I've looked forward to this. I had it circled from the start of the season as a game that I was excited about getting out here and calling. Andrews always brings a good quality game. They're hard-nosed players. There's no quit in them. And, DeBose might be one of the top backs here in West Texas.
No doubt.
Just phenomenal athlete in what he can do. I think it comes down to experience. I think it comes down to discipline, and I think it comes down to the team that has the most players that hate to lose. And when I look at the teams and the kind of and looking around, no one has those qualities more than the Greenwood Rangers. So I'm picking the Rangers. I'm picking them big tonight.
There we go.
That's it. All right, folks, that's all we have for you tonight. We have roughly 45 minutes before game time. We'll come on about 10 minutes early and catch us live on Greenwood Stream Network. Thank you, guys.
Go Rangers.